better about yourself, if that makes any sense. So there's another thing that I want to talk about. Like, I'll preface this by saying that last week I did kind of go back to talking about movies a lot. About that's one thing I love doing on this show. But there was another movie that I seen this week, and we're not going to talk about like 3 or 4 movies or however. We're not going to go that insane this time. Going to dial back a bit, try and talk about some other different things. So recently, about 5 6 days ago, right now, went. I didn't go to see, but I did watch the movie Cocaine Bear, which is a film that I did want to see because the trailer intrigued me so much. Like this idea of this bear that sniffs cocaine and goes on a rampage. So it's kind of an interesting little concept. And then 5 or 6 days ago, I go watch it. Right, I watch it on my TV, on my Xbox, on this website, this pirating website, and right, cool. So I'll give you like a summary of the film and like what it's about and all of that before we do my thoughts because yeah, let's get this out of the way, right? So Cocaine Bear's like solely based on this true story that a bear sniffed a bunch of cocaine and it was dropped in this forest by these like drug dealers who had all this cocaine or whatever in like in America. And so once all this cocaine was dropped down into that forest, it would then go on this rampage and it's like Pablo Escobar and all this stuff. It's kind of interesting to see how the bear would do that stuff. And then then the movie does that, takes that concept and runs with it, and it's about an hour and a half to an hour and 40 minutes. So it doesn't really waste so much time. It gets straight to the point and does what it needs to do. There's also like these characters like there's like the kids and then there's these other there's like the drug lords and there's like Ray Liotta's in the film. So you have all these kind of characters and you see the perspective of the characters through the film, how they deal with the bear. And most of the time they deal with the bear in the same similar sense, right? Some of them live and some of them die. Some of them live and some of them die. Some of them live and some of them die. You get the point. So it just shows you like a simple like rotation of every character, what they're going through, how they are. And I remember hearing complaints about how the characters, like they shouldn't have been as prominent as they should have been. It should have just been the bear. But I feel like if we just had the bear killing, no time to breathe, it wouldn't be as entertaining. Like of course we're going here for the bear, but we kind of need to mix it up a bit so we're not just giving you the same thing all the time. But so there's that. But I think the movie, right, the Cocaine Bear, it kind of surprised me how kind of much I enjoyed this film. Like it's a simple concept and it's just so funny. It's just the jokes land right. There's like they just joke and they try and have fun with the film. Right, the film, like you just like in the current day of cinema, we need to have these giant blockbuster CGI. Everything needs to be a certain way. Everything needs to be formulaic as hell. Everything needs to be set under this one continuous formula. You need to make it this way, this way, this way. This movie just throws all of that out of the window and just tells you, hey, remember when films were just here to entertain and have a good time and not be, oh my god, there's 9 million plots in this movie. There's 5 protagonists. There's this dude you need to follow, and then there's this guy. And oh, by the way, here's the meaning of life. This is what life means. No, it doesn't do all that annoying stuff that modern day movies do where they need that necessity to be like, you have to know about this giant, overarching, deep and philosophical thing. No, the film just rejects everything that even is and it just runs with it. And it's amazing to see that, just to see that a movie can have fun with its own concepts instead of being like that. So I'd give the movie about an 8 out of 10 because it really does drive home the fact that not every movie needs to be so meaningful and so over the top and whatnot. But the movie is, it kind of is just, that is funny and there's all these jokes about like, there's also like Wikipedia, they throw that in there, like joking about how Wikipedia and all the bear facts. Like it is a straight up horror parody and it realises how funny it is. And there is like seriousness and humour in the film, but I feel like the seriousness and the humour actually works here. Like, there are the moments where you'll just kind of, and the serious moments do become kind of funny at the same time. Like when the bear, there's like times in the movie where the bear kills a certain person, and it just feels kind of hilarious how this came to be, like the way they kill it. And overall, man, yeah, Cocaine Bear is a great film. I do recommend it if you just want to have a fun time. If you want to be reminded of when movies actually just wanted to have a bunch of fun, didn't want you to overanalyze a plot and overanalyze who's in this movie and overanalyze everything in between, go watch Cocaine Bear. It came out like a month ago, but I recommend it because yeah, it's self-aware, realizes what it's doing. So there's all of that stuff. Right, I kind of went on a bit about Cocaine Bear, but I just thought I would talk about it because this movie, yeah, quite the fun ride. So another thing to talk about was